Hello, my name is Chloe, welcome to my channel. Today I need to own up about my reading journal. So this is just going to be a very quick update from me. You may remember, some viewers, that I started posting videos this year of a reading journal, and I didn't start it in January, but I was backdating from January and doing like monthly spreads and reviews of the books I'd read, and you only saw 3 videos of that. I was in at the process of filming the April pages, and it genuinely just struck me that I was getting absolutely no enjoyment out of doing that reading journal. I absolutely love watching journal content, and I struggle to finish my journals. So I think part of my brain just wants to like start new projects, get excited about them, and then I drop them. So I was gonna muddle through for the rest of the year and make you this reading journal for a couple of people to watch that I wasn't having fun with. So I just decided to not do it anymore. The time that I originally decided to not do it anymore, I felt really weird about it. I felt like I was giving up. But to be honest, it's been a while and I haven't really looked back. When I say I was genuinely getting no enjoyment, I was sitting and forcing myself to write out little reviews of books I'd already read. And I was like, what on earth am I doing with my time? That's not me saying that you aren't going to find it fun, but I was just like, I don't know what the point in this is. Let's stop here before I get myself into then even owning a journal with all of this filled in. Like, I don't need it. Also, because I do my like everyday journaling anyway, it was just becoming like an extra notebook that I would need to, 1, keep up with, and 2, hold on to when I was done. And I was like, I'm not getting this enjoyment. I was still getting the enjoyment from watching people's reading journal videos. I shouted her out in every single one, but Manda Maid's videos are just incredible. I absolutely love them. And watching her videos before doing my own reading journal and while doing it and after doing it, my enjoyment of her videos is exactly the same, if not more, because I can appreciate how much creativity and how much work she puts into them. So I just basically said, never mind, I'm going to stop doing it, and I'm going to continue getting enjoyment out of other people's journals who have a lot more skill, who can make things look a lot more pretty. That's never something I've been able to do. I'm not a like creative person with my hands. I used to cry during art lessons at school because I genuinely hated it that much. So why I thought I was going to pursue this big creative project, I don't know. What I have maintained is I've always got some sort of like physical journal. I did get rid of like a longer one I had that just had far too much in, because a lot of the things I was replicating in my everyday journal and then in this like bumper reading journal. But I have transformed this teeny tiny little notebook. I won't like fully move the camera, but what I've basically done is I have a cover page over here keeping some of the stickers that I really enjoyed from that journal. You might remember that Emily sent me this Surreal Tea Company sticker, which I really wanted to keep, and I was a big fan of this duck in a sunflower field. I thought he was really cool. I've also then ripped out and reused my goals page because it came out perfectly with how I'd stuck it down, and my goals are still very much like still standing. I then recreated my Chloe versus Emily page, which is our reading challenge tracker for the year. So I've basically just copied the table in. I've also copied my daily page count tracker. I really liked having this, and I think it's just fun to look back at how much I was reading when I was reading it, so I'm enjoying keeping up with that. And then the rest of the journal is my physical TBR written out, and I cross it out when I finish a book. This is my favourite part about having my books written down, is like the completionist in me just crossing off the books. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 and a half pages of my physical books right now, and I cross them off when I read them, and that is literally all that is in this reading journal. Well, you can't even call it a reading journal. It's just a notebook with some books written down. This does exactly what I need it to. If not, it's still like surplus to requirements. I found my way of enjoying my books is spreadsheets. I have had at least 2 spreadsheets on the go for the past couple of years. I now have 3 spreadsheets, no, 4 technically on the go. I'll link the video down in the description, but I have a whole book cataloguing spreadsheet that I loved setting up, and I've been improving since then. So I have that spreadsheet which I complete for every book I read, haul, unhaul, everything. I also have one that counts my physical TBR, so I track the books I've read, the books I unhaul, and it gives me a start of the year TBR number to an end of the year TBR number. And then I also have a spreadsheet that I use for my wrap-ups with what the book is I've read, how many pages it was, what rating I gave it, and I keep all of that information. I'm also now running one for my August challenge, which is my 31 in 31 spreadsheet. spreadsheet, which is keeping a track of whether I am ahead of target or behind target for getting my goals completed. So spreadsheets is where I shine. It's always been what I'm better at. I'm better at numbers, I'm better at computers than I am at physical creativity. So that is where I'm leaving it. I know this is a bit of a surplus video, so that's why I've made it like a Thursday quick update, because I just wanted to let you guys know that I haven't forgotten about my reading journal. I haven't forgotten about the people who were like, oh, I'm really excited to see how next month looks. It's not coming. I literally ripped it up. I'm sorry if that makes anyone upset. I'm sure it won't. I'm not going to do something I'm not getting joy out of. So that's that. It's gone. If you want to enjoy any of the past content, I will link the playlist of journaling stuff down in the description. It also details all of my physical, like my day-to-day journaling. I have been trying to catch up with that. I've got a few pages from like December, January of 23, 24. So I'm a little bit behind, but I've decided to put my effort into catching up on those journals so that I can bring you flip throughs of those. I'm much prouder of them. It's where my heart is in journaling, is writing down my daily thoughts. So I'm just tidying some of those up, and then I will be back to you with an update on that. For now though, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for sticking with me through my journaling journey, and just to let you know that you don't have to succeed at everything. Failure's allowed. This is proof. Thanks guys. I will see you in my next video. Bye.